This guy is one of the most entertaining Madden players on all of YouTube. From his insane energy and over-the-top reactions to memorable phrases and hilarious memes, it's impossible to watch a Throne video and not have a great time. But Throne is also one of the toughest competitors in the entire Madden community, and this year his offense might be the most unstoppable it's ever been. By constantly audibling between high-powered formations, Throne has taken down tons of pro Madden players, including a former belt winner, and even achieved a perfect 25-0 weekend league record. So if you're trying to take your offense to the next level and want to score more touchdown, then this video will show you exactly how Throne dominates his opponents in Madden 22. In order to dominate opponents like Throne, we first need to understand the abilities he uses. These abilities are fundamental to his highly successful scheme, and he strongly recommends using them if you want to emulate his offense. Throne uses Pass Lead Elite on his quarterback, which provides increased throw power when leading bullet passes. As you may have heard me say previously on this channel, passing abilities like Set Feet Lead, Pass Lead Elite, and Gunslinger are absolutely essential for pass-heavy schemes because the extra velocity they provide allows you to hit throws in tight windows. The other ability Throne uses on his quarterback is Escape Artist, which provides improved scrambling speed when leaving the pocket. Escape Artist is widely considered to be the best ability in Madden 22, and Throne makes sure to get as much value out of it as he possibly can. While countless Madden players only use Escape Artist to run outside with their quarterback and try to beat defenders around the edge, Throne is one of the best players in the community at standing tall in the pocket and then using Escape Artist to scramble straight up the middle for huge gains. A perfect example of this came in Throne's game against the pro player K-Mac, where after the play action, he recognized that there was no QB spy on the field and was able to take off up the middle with out-of-position quarterback Derrick Henry to rumble all the way for a 50-yard gain. For his quarterback X-Factor, Throne uses Gambler, which provides faster passes that can't be picked off by AI defenders. In his own words, having Gambler activated essentially gives your quarterback the Gunslinger ability, and that will only make your passing game even more lethal. Now, if you've been keeping track, Pass Lead Elite plus Escape Artist adds up to 13 AP out of the 14 total that we're allowed to have on offense and MUT, and so for his final 1 AP, Throne uses Slot Apprentice, which allows him to put posts, corners, and crossers on the field, which are some of the best routes in the entire game. Throne also prefers to use quarterbacks with the generic 3 release because they get better throw on the run animations, which means at the time of this recording, the best quarterbacks for this scheme will be Russell Wilson, Trey Lance, and Randall Cunningham, although Derrick Henry with the Slinger 1 release is also a solid option. Throne runs his offense out of the Raiders playbook, which he strongly recommends using if you want to get the very most out of this offense, but playbooks like the Bengals, Panthers, Colts, Patriots, Lions, and Vikings will all allow you to run multiple formations from this lethal offensive scheme. So with our personnel, abilities, and playbooks out of the way, it's time to start breaking down exactly how Throne runs his scheme. We're going to look at 3 different formations from the Raiders playbook and 2 different setups from each of those formations to see exactly how Throne built this unstoppable offense. And as always, guys, if you enjoy these breakdowns and want to see more of them, please let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you so much, guys, and let's get started. The first formation Throne uses is Gun Bunch, which with its combination of unusual spacing and unique routes makes it one of the toughest formations to guard in all of Madden. The first Gun Bunch play that Throne uses is Mesh Spot. This is one of Throne's favorite setups for when he wants reliable yards, and he makes the most of it by abusing maybe the toughest route to guard in the entire game, the wheel route. Mesh Spot comes stock with 2 wheel routes from both the running back and the tight end, and the adjustments Throne uses are to put the outside bunch receiver on a flat route, put the middle bunch receiver on either a streak or an in route, and put the solo receiver on an out route. This route combo pulls the defense apart and usually results in both wheel routes being wide open. An extra wrinkle Throne uses is that whenever he throws to a wheel route, he typically will throw a low ball by holding left trigger or L2 to put the ball in a spot where only his player can catch it. Throne used this exact route combo in his game against Stiff, a Madden belt winner and the Madden 21 Bears Club champ. On a tough 3rd and 8 on his first drive, Throne was able to hit his running back on the wheel route with a low ball bullet pass to pick up the crucial first down. The second play Throne uses in Gun Bunch is Verticals, and this play is an absolute nightmare for opposing defenses to guard. Throne runs Verticals almost completely stock, with the only adjustment coming on his running back, who he either blocks, puts on a wheel route, or puts on an in route based on how the defense is playing. The first read is always the quick throw to the tight end wheel route, which if it's open, he'll gladly take every time. If his opponent is playing cover 2, then Throne likes to roll outside the pocket and hit the outside wheel route down the sideline after it clears the cornerback in the deep flat. And then there's the best route on the play, which is the crossing route from the middle bunch receiver. Throne hits this route all the time because it beats man coverage and typically gets over all zone drops. You can see just how tough the deep crossing route is to guard hard in Throne's game against K-Mac, where the only shot K-Mac had to stop it was to try and cover it with his user, and even if K-Mac had stayed on the route the entire time, it still likely would have been a touchdown. The next formation Throne uses is gun tray, and this is almost identical to gun trip's tight end, with 3 receivers spaced out on one side and the tight end in tight on the other side. The first setup Throne uses in gun tray is the extremely popular and well-known setup out of PA Counter Go. The adjustments are to put the tight end on a streak, put the middle receiver on a flat route, and put the outside receiver on an in route. The crosser will beat man coverage and get over most zone drops, making it the primary read almost every time. The key to running this play successfully, however, is realizing that there's a fairly good chance the user will run with the crosser, and in that case, you always have to be willing to take the easy checkdowns to either the short in route or the flat route. The second setup Throne uses out of gun tray is double in sail, and this may be the best goal line passing play in the entire game. This play is best used down around the 5-yard line or on 2-point conversion plays, and the adjustments are to put the middle receiver on a hitch, put the tight end on a flat, and put the running back on a wheel route. As you can probably guess, Throne loves throwing to the running back on the wheel route, and if it isn't covered by the user, then it gets open pretty much every time. And if it is covered by the user, the other side of the field is just as effective, with this route combo of the in route, hitch, and corner route causing any zone on that side of the field to glitch out and leave the corner route wide open. Throne will sometimes throw a high ball by holding LB or L1 if he thinks it could be close, but most of the time it's an easy possession catch for the touchdown. These aren't even Throne's favorite plays, however. For that, we have to look at a slightly lesser known formation called Gun-Tied Slots Halfback Weak. Gun-Tied Slots Halfback Weak is a compressed set that allows you to block a tight end and features some of the most reliable passing plays in the entire game. The first play we're looking at is 4 verticals, and you may be noticing a trend when you see that this play features wheel routes on both sides from the inside receiving threats. The only adjustments Throne uses are to put the outside receivers on flat routes and put the running back on a streak. Like we've seen throughout this video, these wheel routes are simply unguardable, and Throne has no problem throwing low ball bullet passes to them over and over and over again. Throne's other favorite play in Gun-Tied Slots Halfback Weak is the play Mesh Spot, but this is a very different mesh spot than what we saw in Gun Bunch. This is Throne's most complicated setup, but it's also maybe the most powerful route combo in this entire video, and here he uses it against the pro player and MCS host One Great User. The adjustments are to put the outside receiver on a flat route, put the inside slot apprentice receiver on a crossing route, put the tight end on an out route, and put the solo receiver on a streak. After the snap, Throne is reading the wheel route first, but if the user takes it away, he steps up in the pocket and waits on the crosser to come open, which he can hit for the easy touchdown. Throne used this exact same route combo against Madden Elite, the Madden 21 Chargers Club champ, and he was able to hit his receiver on the crosser to get down inside the 5-yard line. And if you've watched any Throne videos, then you've definitely seen him throwing huge one-play touchdowns with the play PA boot over, and I show that full setup in this video where I break down how Civil uses Gun Bunch tight end to run the most explosive offense in Madden 22.